Director of Nursing here at OSUIT. On behalf of the faculty and staff of the nursing department, I'd like to welcome those of you who are here today with us and those of you watching us from home, and thank you for joining us for this very special occasion. This day has been much delayed, much discussed, much fretted about, but here we are. As I thought about this traditional speech that I give and what I wanted to say today, I have to admit I really struggled with it. There's a part of me, and I suspect a part of those of you here with us today, who wondered if today was even necessary, if it was just going through the motions to have this ceremony just out of habit. I mean, you did graduate. Many of you have taken your licensing exam, and you're already working as registered nurses with or without a formal event to mark the occasion. Life, as it tends to do, moved on. And yet, in the midst of turmoil, political and social unrest, fires, hurricanes, global pandemics, as the world changes around us more quickly than it feels possible to digest, it's in the rituals and in the traditions that we remain grounded and united to our communities. Nursing is a community. We talk from day one about teamwork and collaboration. None of us on the stage or on the floor would be successful nurses without the professional community showing us how to do it. Leading by example, setting standards, evolving with science, putting, quite literally right now, their lives on the line to care for those who can't care for themselves. And that dedication, that drive, that passion, that heart is embedded in every layer of the ceremony. Being here, receiving your pin, lighting your lamp, reciting the pledge, it's the thing that anchors you to the nurses of the past and inextricably ties you to the nurses of the future. So yes, this ceremony matters. You earned it, and today we celebrate your accomplishments. As you'll hear in the words of our graduates as their dedications are read, getting through nursing school takes a village. It also takes a dedicated nursing faculty who give of themselves and their expertise tirelessly in the pursuit of excellence. You will not find a group more dedicated, more passionate, more professional or caring than those seated on the stage and those who, due to social distancing guidelines, could not be here today. I'd like to introduce you to the outstanding faculty of the OSU IT nursing program. Tina Gordon, Jamie Diggins, Tasha Antwine, and not with us today, but here in spirit, Marion McGeehee, Catherine Bible, and our outstanding administrative assistant, Donna Pryor. We also want to thank and recognize all the family and friends of our graduates. Can't be here, but you've been there for them with love and money and support and money and time and money and encouragement during this journey. We wish that you could be here in person to witness this day, but rest assured, we know this would not have been possible without you, and so we thank you. And finally, to our graduates, Florence Nightingale said, "I attribute my success to this. I never gave or took any excuse." Nursing school is hard. Just ask any one of us, we'll tell you. And life can be hard. Put them together and success can seem out of reach. But these graduates have been committed to their success from day one. They have faced all kinds of challenges over the past 2 years, even before losing their last month of nursing school to a global health crisis. They've missed family time and friend time and work time and play time, ball games and school activities, and they probably went weeks without reading anything that wasn't a nursing textbook. But no excuses, they made it work anyway. At this time, I'd like to recognize 2 outstanding graduates. The foundation of the nursing community is in the relationships our students build with one another. Student Nurses Association exists to promote fellowship, networking, and philanthropy. And to get there, we have meetings and speakers and service projects, and most importantly, organize, publicize, set up, and then clean up all of these activities is a major undertaking and would not have been possible without the tireless and enthusiastic service of all of our SNA officers. To have a great organization, you need great leadership. And I'd like to give special recognition and thanks to April Hale and April Walker. Both have been active members of SNA from the very beginning and have each served in multiple leadership positions. Their contribution to SNA has been enormous, and they will be sorely missed. And just as we are missing all of our family and friends, all of your family and friends who would normally be here to celebrate you, we're also missing many of our graduates. The reality is that time and work and other obligations kept many graduates from joining us today, but we want to honor their accomplishments just the same. I'd also like to take this moment to remember a fallen classmate, Ellis Watts. Ellis was thoughtful, kind, funny, and encouraging. He was passionate about helping people and was particularly sensitive to making sure that people in his care and in his community were being treated fairly and with respect. He would have been walking across this stage today, but his journey was cut short on March 7th, 2019. It is in his memory that we dedicate this day.
Significance of the nursing pin. Nursing pin originated from the earliest badges given to those who tended the sick. Badges were presented to members of the Knights of the Order of the Hospital of St. John the Baptist, a religious order who tended to the ill and wounded crusaders in the 12th century. The tradition of the nursing pin and the ceremonial pinning we know today actually originated in the 1860s at the Nightingale School of Nursing at St. Thomas Hospital. Having been recently awarded the Red Cross of St. George for her selfless service to the injured and the dying in the Crimean War, Florence chose to extend this honor to her most outstanding graduate nurses by presenting each of them with a Medal for Excellence. The Wolverton Royal Hospital in England initiated the tradition of presenting all graduates with the badge. So graduates, at this time, please stand as your name is called. April Hale, registered nurse. Mom and Dad, thank you for always being a phone call away, being the taxi, chef, babysitter, dog walker, and everything in between. Tegan, thank you for always asking me how I did on my test and being excited to hear that I passed. Tatum, thank you for always giving me extra hugs when you knew I needed them. Haley, thanks for all the nights you came home after work and just sat down to talk, and for understanding when I had to miss things. To my husband, Patrick, who encouraged me to go back to school to get my nursing degree, even though you knew it meant I would be spending most of my time studying, and together our schedules might even be worse than the railroad. I don't think either of us imagined your schedule changing 14 times in the first 16 weeks. You explained things to me to help me remember the material, brought me deliveries at work more times than I can count, and you made me stop studying to get some sleep, and your arms were always open when I needed them. We did it. We survived 2 years of working full-time, externing, nursing school and passing the NCLEX in the middle of the summer with no AC during a pandemic. Tanya Kimsey. First off, I would like to thank everyone for being here today. Oh, wait, never mind. COVID-19, you stink. To my parents, thank you for all your love and financial support. To my grandma, my angel in heaven, thanks for guiding me through. To my Aunt Paula Blair, thank you for all the times you let me come to your office and gripe about how much I hate my life and wanting to quit nursing school, but not letting me. Thanks for being there when I needed you the most and taking off work to be with my daughter in the hospital when I had to come back for class. To my baby girl, we did it. Thank you for sticking by me, even though I may not have been the best mom through this journey, and giving me the strength that I needed to continue during some of the worst times. I wish you were here on stage with me today getting to pin me because you deserve that. Stacia girl, we made it. I'm so thankful. My nursing journey led me to our friendship. You were my rock through all the stressing and the crying, but we kept each other sane. I am so glad you were my nursing school partner and now a friend for life. To the instructors here and gone, thanks for the pep talks when definitely needed. Nursing school is hard, y'all, but I wouldn't have traded my journey for anything. Jamie, you were right from day one. I got this and I did it. Hashtag earned it for Ellis. Patricia Lacquement. First of all, I want to thank God. He never left me in my trials and triumphs. I don't know how many nights I prayed just to make it through the next day. I wish my family could be here to pin me. Thanks, Virus. Next, I want to thank my baby boy, Riley. We made it, Fat Man. You have made me realize that there isn't I quit when you have someone looking up to you, and we are stronger than we think. You make me strive to be a better mom every day. I will finally be able to give you the life that you deserve. Next, I'd like to thank my mom. Mom, we made it. I'm finally walking across this stage like you knew I would. Thank you for not giving up on me and listening to me cry. I know it's hard watching your baby go through something you can't control, but we did it. Dawn, thank you for all the hot meals, clean clothes, and babysitting. Sis, thank you for listening to me cry, scream, and go through every emotion in my one phone call. But guess what? I did it like you said I would. You are one of my best friends. Sam, we made it through nursing school. To my other family and friends, thank you for still being there for me even when I had to check out. Thank you for the one who always tells me, you got this. Nursing faculty, past and present, thank you for always having an open door. Samantha Reyes. I would like to start off by thanking staff for allowing us to have this small ceremony. Thank you to each of you and every instructor who has guided us and instilled in every student how to be the best that we can be and making us feel confident to take care of actual humans. Thank you to Shauna and Robin for putting up with me 2 semesters, pushing me harder than anyone else has, allowing me to cry in your office every day, giving me a few minutes to be an irrational before snapping some sense back into me with your tough love. You two have made the biggest impact of this nursing journey, and I will never have the right words to make you understand that. To Jody, you work harder than anyone I know. You hold our hands while pushing us to our breaking points. You work so hard for every student, and you do it with a smile, even when we know that you want to pull your hair out. Special thank you to Debbie and Olin. I genuinely could not have done this without your support. You are my biggest supporters, my very own cheerleaders, and most importantly, I want to thank my daughter, Whitley. You are my inspiration and my motivation for doing better, to be someone you're proud of. I love you so much. It's all for you. Deborah Sadler, registered nurse. Today is the day that the Lord has made, and I will rejoice and be glad in it. So be strong and courageous. Do not be afraid. Do not be discouraged, for the Lord will be with you wherever you go. We are all God's masterpieces. Many plans are in a man's heart, but it is the Lord's promise that will prevail. Lord, thank you for this gift of opportunity. I couldn't have done this on my own. Thank you to my parents for letting this 30-something move back in to go back to school. Thank you to my friends and coworkers who supported me and my test anxieties. Thank you to everyone who encouraged encouraged me throughout the years to go back and do this. I hope this makes you all proud. Stacia Toon. I would like to thank so many, but first, let's start with saying we earned it, Ellis. As I know, he would be one of us few here today, proud and wanting to share the end of this chapter with the world. Nursing school, as you all know, is no easy journey. From the start, I knew this would change the path of my life forever, but I had no idea the true test I was about to discover. Mrs. Jamie Diggins, my first semester, I was sure it was going to be the quick end to my sanity and my nursing career. I struggled through the most basic terminology, something fierce, and swore you were beautifully speaking a foreign language. But I rapidly learned to take notes, and thanks to you, I learned just how important my ABCs really were. If it weren't for you and the crying room, Jamie's office, it would have been the end, but somehow you were able to show me my strengths and accept my weaknesses, and I chose to overcome and persevere. Tina, we shared so many smiles and kind words, and watching you two together and you yourself on your journey, attending classes and overcoming lecture hardships, I knew this was the place for me to fight for what I wanted. Let's not leave out the crushing moment. My first break buddy moved on, leaving me behind to endure another class of 30-plus females, but I caught you in second, and we finished together, Tanya, my ride or die. Trust I will order for you wherever we go as long as food and drinks are involved. I really wouldn't have done this without you, nor would I have wanted to. The way we started our relationship is epic. Duh. I'm going. Come on, if you're coming, you're my rock. To the other Stacia, that's what she said. Confusing our instructors was quite the compliment. To my daughter, you are truly extraordinary. Thank you for putting up with me and my craziness through it all. I have so many more to thank, but since most can't be here, I won't waste your time. Goodbye, Orange. It's been a very expensive, but well worth it. April Walker, registered nurse. My nursing journey, school journey, never would have happened without my cousin, Julie Boatwright, convincing me that getting waitlisted for radiology school wasn't the end of my road. She led me to and through nursing school, helping along the way. With her words of encouragement and her amazing notes, thank you, Julie, you are awesome. To my husband, Bart, thank you for literally taking me by the hand and leading me back to my desk to study countless times, ending many Netflix marathons when I needed to focus. To my mom-in-law, Phyllis, thank you for all the errands, doctor appointments, reminders, and encouragements. They made all the difference. Hey, Mom, Holly's proudly looking down, smiling and cheering for me. My most important thank you belongs to my three beautiful children, Audrey, Andrew, and Colt, for all their patience and understanding while Mom spent her time at school or at her desk studying. I did it because you believed in me and helped me make it happen. Jennifer Ward. So much to say in only 200 words. To my honey, there's no way I'd get this far without you and your checkbook, but really, thank you so much for always rooting for me no matter how much I take on and then complain about later. I love you. To my sweet babies, Brecken and Max, I am forever grateful that not one time did you gripe about mac and cheese or cereal dinners, for understanding when I took my books into the basketball games and always knowing exactly when it was time to take a break and play catch. You are the best parts of me, and I love you so much. To all my family who are willing to do 5 a.m. drop-offs before clinicals, Sunday lunches, and so many sleepovers, I've been blessed with the greatest group of people to call my own. And to the mom, the ultimate reason why I'm here today, thank you for showing me what a great nurse and an amazing mother looks like. I miss you, and I love you.
Lady with the Lamp. Florence Nightingale, an English nurse and pioneer reformer, was born in Florence, Italy on May 12, 1820, and died August 13, 1910. History was made during the Crimean War when Florence took 38 women to Turkey to nurse sick and wounded British soldiers. The British government had never before permitted women to do this. Because of her selfless duty during the Crimean War, Florence Nightingale became known as the Lady with the Lamp. As a tribute to Florence's dedication, the lamp icon became symbolic of nursing. The lamp will always shine brightly as a symbol of the care and devotion the nurse administers to the sick and injured in the practice of nursing. Thus, nursing students honor the dedication of Nurse Nightingale and symbolically plan to carry the ideas for which she stood in the candle lighting portion of the pinning ceremony. The tradition of candle lighting and pledge recognizes her ideas. Lo, in the house of misery, a nurse with a lamp I see, pass through the glimmering glow and flit from room to room. A nurse with a light shall stand in the great history of the land. A noble type of good heroics they stood.
Please repeat after me as we recite the Florence Nightingale Pledge. I solemnly pledge myself before God in the presence of this assembly to pass my life in purity and to practice my profession faithfully. I will abstain from whatever is deleterious and mischievous, and will not take or knowingly administer any harmful drug. I will do all in my power to maintain and elevate the standard of my profession, and will hold in confidence all personal matters committed to my keeping in all my family affairs coming to my knowledge, the practice of my calling. Loyalty will I endeavor to aid the physician in his work and devote myself to the welfare of those committed to my care.
This concludes our pinning ceremony. Congratulations to our graduates, and thank you to all of